It's all over TikTok. It's all over X. I believe we're looking at a new Speaker of the House. Let me know what you think, and you got to watch this all the way through. Check it out.
If Congress should not investigate what's going on between Hunter Biden was readily involved in the transactions, dealing with Chinese companies, no idea that his son was engaged in the sale of a cobalt mine to a Chinese company at the same time when the centerpiece of Joe Biden's energy policy is electric cars in the United States and more green technology. I mean, come on, folks, that is just crazy.
Americans are calling for the historical entry of the first Black American Speaker of the House. You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why, because Byron Donalds is coming to town. Being one of President Trump's frontrunners to be his vice president, and it was a sad day for many of us, honestly, when Vance jumped into the position and he took it from Byron Donalds. But God works in mysterious ways, and Byron Donalds would, in many views out there, be more effective and have more leeway to get things done for the American people as Speaker of the House.
Donald Trump's cabinet is about people who are going to implement his agenda. And he's not done, by the way. You have Susie Wiles, the first woman ever to serve as chief of staff. You have Marco Rubio, a Cuban American who's going to serve as Secretary of State, representing America across the globe when it comes to foreign policy. You have Tulsi Gabbard going to be at DNI. So many others that are coming, and there's still slots to be filled. So I think everybody needs to pump the brakes and just wait and see what happens.
Do you think Democrats are putting form over substance?
Absolutely. Look, even if you look at how the Democrats filled the Joe Biden cabinet, they wanted to have a piece of every identity, but did they get the job done? Did they actually serve the interest of the American people? Because here's what I know. Whether you Black or Hispanic, if the border is unsecure, Alejandro Mayorkas, if the border is unsecure, does that help people in their everyday lives? No, it does not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show for you today here, and I'd like to welcome everyone to the speaknsee Show. Please like, subscribe, and click that notification button so when we get information out, you can get information in. One love, one heart. Let's get together. Let's feel all right, okay? So now let's dive into the catastrophic bill that may have ended the now Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson's career. Many people out there are saying, and I kind of maybe agree with them, that he didn't even read it. He didn't even read it entirely. He didn't review the whole thing before he put it up for a vote in Congress just the other day. Ultimately, this lackluster move is getting him removed from the illustrious and, more importantly, critical position one has as overseeing what seems to be somewhat a deceptive Congress of the United States of America. Americans, however, believe they know one person in particular who would have read it, chopped it up, and sent it back to be redrafted.
And so what Donald Trump's election is about is bringing competency and reality back to D.C. in the White House, making sure that the job gets done on behalf of the American people, regardless of their race, regardless of their religion, regardless of their creed.
Do you think that the current cabinet picks reflect the most competent implementers of Trump's policy across the board?
100%.
Because you have no pause for any of the people who are being raised, including some who are more controversial figures who've gotten a lot of the oxygen out of the room. Obviously, Matt Gaetz, the centerpiece of criticism because of the allegations. But you don't have any pause about anyone who's been chosen?
No, I don't, because either I know them directly or I've gotten a chance to know them throughout the last several months. All of them subscribe to everything that Donald Trump talked about on the campaign trail.
That one person being from my hometown state, Florida, Congressman Byron Donalds. He's very popular. He's very well known around the United States for his stern brilliance in facing the press with the toughest questions and being able to give them precise and deliberate answers in depth. And that usually ends up making his hosts feel inadequate in their questions or dialogue they've brought before him.
There were many who speculated that based on the prominent role you played in this campaign and election, that your name would have skyrocketed to at least the front of the line. We are several cabinet picks in. Are you not surprised that you have not been named? Have you had a conversation about being a part of the administration at all?
All I will say is I am not surprised that I have not been named, but that does not mean I'm not going to do other things in the future.
Has he asked you?
No, there's some other things that I'm looking at going forward.
Like?
I'm not going to talk about them now.
We do this every time.
We're not going to break news now.
I would like to ask you, Governor
We're not going to break
of
news.
Florida, Senator, perhaps if Marco Rubio is confirmed, or any of those spots enticing to you?
We'll see what happens as things go forward.
Byron Donalds, however, he brings receipts to back up his answers, and many feel could keep Congress in check with bills pertaining to financial matters, as he himself, born and raised in the Crown Heights, Brooklyn, Donalds attended Florida A&M University and earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Finance and Marketing from Florida State University in 2002. Before finally he entered the politics, Donalds worked in finance, insurance, and the banking industry. He knows his stuff. And here's a few clips that might give you an idea of the man that many are saying will be the first black Speaker of the House, and many political prophets claim him to be the first black Republican president for the United States. He would definitely pick up the voters in Florida. How about you? Let me know downstairs in the comments below, and let's dive into some clips so you can see who Byron Donalds is. You're gonna love it. Grab a drink, enjoy the show.
I would argue we're not really thriving right now. This inflation, which, by the way, was brought to us by Kamala Harris, has really slowed down people from being able to excel.
By Kamala?
Yes.
Vice president.
Oh, Charlemagne.
It's still a president.
Charlemagne, listen, man.
Byron Donalds, hands down, delivered this message in a picture-perfect way and literally just annihilated the agenda that the host had for this show.
When Joe Biden wanted to do his American Rescue Plan, Kamala Harris was the tie-breaking vote in the United States Senate. She broke the tie that started this inflation that has hurt so many people in our country. Everybody listening to your show, it's not true?
First of all, it's
you sure you want to go there?
Tie-breaking vote.
You sure you want to go there?
Go outside, Congressman, when you go outside.
You sure you want to go there? Okay, let's go there.
You had it.
This is during that time that Charlemagne the God had interviewed Kamala Harris for the presidency while she was running for president against Donald Trump. So the effect that this had on the African American and black community voters was as big of a game changer as Donald Trump going on Joe Rogan.
You got notes, Angela, right?
That's fine. I have notes
I'm
too.
gonna give it to Charlemagne.
I have today
I'm gonna give it to Charlemagne. Angela, hold on now. Larry Summers was correct. You know who also was correct, Angela? I was, because I was in the budget committee when they brought the bill.
The Twitter feeds that we're seeing right now, it's going crazy on Byron Donalds. So here we are on Twitter. I'll jump on Twitter real quick. Byron Donalds. Let's see if we can find some stuff here. Chicago Ray says, raise your hand if you want, this is today, if you want a member of the House to submit a motion to vacate Mike Johnson and vote Byron Donalds as Speaker. So it is out there. It's going public right now. It's going viral pretty much that this is the man. Byron Donalds on the wall. Byron Donalds. Speaker of the House, Speaker of the House. Byron Donalds is being floated around that he is going to be the next Speaker of the House. And he's just going crazy right now. He's going viral all over Twitter, all over TikTok, all over these places that America is paying attention to. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think. Is Byron Donalds the next Speaker of the House? Let me know down below. Once again, I love you all. I am praying for you all. God bless America. God bless Byron Donalds, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.